Good morning, everybody. Well, it's Monday morning there, Sunday morning here, which is why you don't see a whole lot of traffic behind me. Anyway, it's muggy here in Florida. It rained yesterday. I guess it's gonna rain again today. They're talking about like a cold front coming in just in time for New Year's. Nothing like a cool New Year's. I haven't even looked at the weather. You know, the funny thing is in the summer, spring, when I'm on the bike, like I look at the weather multiple times a day. When I'm home, like I don't even pay attention to the weather, let alone the local news. I can't tell you the last time I watched local news. I've just given up on the whole news system. Anywho, we're walking, we're doing our thing. We got 2 more of these videos, today's video, tomorrow's video, and that'll be 366 videos in a row every day. I guess the moral of this story is when you set a goal, you finish that goal, no matter how hard it is. I set a goal. The last couple months has been really tough, just because I've been home with nothing to talk about. So I've literally had to come up with ideas. The funny thing is I'm walking today, right? And I'm thinking about ideas for next year's videos. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. Anyway, I got a few more blocks to walk and then time for some coffee. Check in on Mama. She was sleeping when I left. Hopefully today will be a better day. She'll be feeling better. Anywho, we'll see you guys later on today. Have a great day. All right, guys. So, second to the last video. I've been thinking about this like all day because I'm getting ready to start working on the 99. And of course, you know I have twin cams. All of my other bikes, with the exception of the V-Route, are twin cams. And I got to thinking, you know, you guys have all heard that some Harley dealerships, not all of them, but some Harley dealerships will not touch a bike that is over 10 years old. Well, maybe 15 years. But when you think about that, like the twin cam, I think the last year was 17 or 18. So if it was 17, the twin cam will be 10 years old in 2 more years, which means they won't work on twin cams anymore. I personally feel like the twin cam market is kind of the sweet spot for the people that want to get on a Harley Davidson but don't want to go broke doing it. What I mean by that is there's a shit ton of them out there. They were around for a long time, right? What, 2000? I think was the first year, all the way up to like 2017. So that's like 17 years of twin cams. Now there are various sizes, 88, 96, 103. But all in all, oh, and 110, kind of the same thing, right? So there are a shitload of parts out there. They're not that expensive, lots of aftermarket for them, and literally, like, I could find you 5 of them in 30 minutes under $5,000. A lot of them have low miles. Almost all motorcycles have low miles. You very rarely see motorcycles with high miles. People buy them, they ride them for 5, maybe 10,000 miles, and then they either park them or a lot of times they just park them, right? And then they're not riding them, and then eventually they're like, you know what, I could be doing something else with this money. I'm going to sell this bike, and yeah, the bike's not really worth a lot, so $4,500. And there you go. You got a bike with low miles. Might need a little maintenance, but I mean, like I said, the sweet spot. I know the Milwaukee 8s have their own issues, right? The twin cams had their own issues, especially the tensioner issue in the early 2000s. But we all know about that. We all know it's fixable. Mine have, except for red back there, I just changed the shoes on it last year. But Silver and the Commander, which are Angie's bike and my bike, they both have gear drive. So I don't have to worry about that tensioner issue with them anymore. Mine has 200,000 miles on it. Hers has 130,000 miles on it. So you can definitely put the miles on the twin cam. And like I said, they're pretty inexpensive. They're actually really easy to work on. Really easy. So this next year, you're going to see a lot of videos of me working on them and sharing how I work on them. And then maybe that'll encourage you to work on your own. I've got a bunch of great ideas. One of them being, I'll show you guys how to do your own oil changes and get them for free. Stay tuned for that video. But anyway, I mean, there's lots of maintenance stuff that's super simple, super easy, but people just don't tackle it because they're intimidated or many other things. They just don't know how. So hopefully I can put a lot of that out on this channel for you guys. A lot of stuff will go on about the V-Rod as well, and then a lot of stuff's going to go on about this Evo right here as well. I'll be learning on the Evo the same time you are. It feels like I'm always learning. Like I always learn something new when I work on a motorcycle, whether that be a twin cam, whether that be an Evo, whether that be the V-Rod. The V-Rod is a whole different animal. And I'm going to do some videos on it too, because there's just not a lot out there. And in my personal opinion, it is one of the most underrated Harley Davidsons ever built. It's just a cool ass bike. I know, it's not a real Harley. I really don't give a fuck. It's a real Harley to me. I think they're cool. And if you don't like them, that's fine. Leave them be. The more people that don't like them, the cheaper they are for me to buy them. And if I run across another good deal, I'll fill this fucking garage up with them. Anyway, so that's what's coming this next year. And like I said, I was thinking about it. And the twin cam is just like the sweet spot, all the way from 2000 to 2017. So if you want a bagger, you can do that. If you want a softail, you can do that. If you want a Dyna, before they went and fucked the Dynas up and the softails, you can actually have one, a real softail as well. So there's lots of different things to select from over that time period. So anything you want, you can get in a twin cam, just at a way, way, way cheaper price. So I'm a huge twin cam advocate at this point. The Evos are great, but they're harder and harder to find. Shovel heads, that's a whole nother animal. Again, getting harder and harder to find. But right now, the twin cams are at where it's at. You can find them readily available all over the place. Now, 10 years from now, that may not be the case. We may be saying, well, the M8s are the sweet spot. I don't know. But I know one thing. Right now, twin cams, pretty good deal. Easy to get parts. Easy to work on. And I'll share all that with you this next year. Anywho, that's it. The end. One more video tomorrow. We'll see you then.